Oh, I'm live. Better turn the music off. Don't want to get struck or get an infringement, not struck, but I don't know if anyone's going to be around. I'm driving home from town and I thought, why not go live? You guys can keep me company. Someone might, or it might be me just driving on my own. This is beautiful Hobart at night. Anyone joining, don't forget you can write in capitals. I won't think you're yelling at me. It'll just make it easier to read your comments. So reporting live from Hobart, Tasmania on Friday, the 8th of January, 2021. Oh my God, there's 2 people watching? I didn't think anyone would join me. Searching for a mint. Just had the most beautiful seafood dinner. But the last mouthful I had, I kind of wish I'd got a shot of coffee or something, but just getting things organised. Oh my God, there's 3 people watching. So here we are in beautiful Hobart. Nightscape. I'll take you for a bit of a tour around here. How's everyone doing? God, what a long day. Long and lovely. Even farewelling being there was lovely. Thingamajig, hello. Give you a little tour of Hobart town at night. And I'm driving home, so I thought, yeah, why not go live? You guys, if you feel like it, you can keep me company. We're in Hobart, down around the docks. That's the bridge that goes brrr. Don't drink and drive. No, I haven't. I did have a glass of Riesling, which was very nice. I don't drink. I mean, I can't say I don't drink because I had a glass of Riesling, but yeah, I don't drink and drive. Hey, Serenity B. Yeah, Mem's farewell was really lovely. It was very sweet. Just adjust that a little bit. No sound. Huh. Really? Is there no sound? Put a 1 in chat if you can hear me. If not, I'll pull over. I just checked the volume on my phone. It's up full bore. I've got reception. I'll go around here and pull over and wait to see if everyone else is having thingamajig can hear me. Geraldine, have you got your speakers on or your volume turned up? Thingamajig can hear me. So I've got 2 people watching. One person can hear me and one person can't. It's going to take you on a bit of a tour around Hobart at night, but I've decided I'm just going to head home. I want to go home. It's been a long day. And I've got a, not a, thank you, Serenity B. I might have given you the same advice last year, I reckon, or similar. Wise advice. I've got to, that's my mission this year, to stop saying I was never allowed to say when I was a radio announcer, and I was very mindful of it. I've got to get back into that mindset with YouTube. Like my brain just said but I didn't say it, so I'm really proud of myself. It's like a filler. Silence is fine. I've got to apologise too. There was not a rain, like it didn't rain. There was just like a little spit of water. And so my windscreen looks really grubby and I don't have any water left in my wipers. Pub straight ahead. I've never been someone in Hobart, in Tassie. I've never been able to go. In fact, I'm not really anywhere I've lived except for overseas. And even then, rarely. I've never been a person that can go into a pub on their own. I don't know if it's because I used to work in pubs when I put myself through law school at uni, and I used to keep a lot of people company that would come into the bar on their own and drink. But I've never been able to do that. Don't forget to type in caps. And also, I'm about to go over, there's a bridge to the right. You'll probably be able to see it now. And it's a 5-lane bridge without any sort of lane dividers. So we'll just get over the bridge. And I'm going to be on a highway for a lot of this drive. So, but yeah, feel free to shout at me in capitals. I'll try not to look at my phone too much because, you know, there's a road. But when I do look, so I just want to say hi to anyone that's wandering in. My mum, I just said it again. I need to get an jar, like a swear jar, but when I say that'll make me stop. If I have to put $1 in a jar every time I say I'll be rich by the end of my first live. I just had a bet with my mate Gus, who's 9. I bet him $5 that he couldn't guess within 10 minutes of the time because he doesn't live in Tasmania, and Tasmania, although it's really overcast tonight, so it's already getting quite dark, but the sun sets in Tassie at 10 p.m. in summer. And it was 9:05, and I said, if you guess within 10 minutes of the time, I'll give you $5. Anyway, he said 9:07. So Gus is $5 richer. I really apologise for my screen, my windscreen. I had every intention of washing my car today. I was meant to do it before I headed home for Mem's send-off, and I didn't. And now you're all being treated to a grubby windscreen. I apologise for that. But I just wanted to let you know, those of you who loved being there, Mem, Madonna, her send-off was very sweet. It wasn't as short as she said it would be. She said it would be no more than 15 minutes, but it went for nearly an hour, and it was very sweet. And beautiful music. Very weird considering Queensland's now in lockdown. Like, sort of that news was breaking while her funeral was happening. So just like being there, of course her funeral got in just in the nick of time. Thingamajig, I'll drink with you any day, but it'll be a soda water. No, I do like to have the occasional treat, but not very often because I had adrenal burnout, my liver isn't very good at processing alcohol. And it's just not worth it because as much as I love the taste of some wines, even one glass, the next day I feel like I might as well have drunk a keg of beer. It's not worth it. Don't forget to yell at me in capitals, and I'll try to look at the screen when it's safe to, but we're on a major Tasmanian highway right now, so I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at the road. But I can't read chat's so tiny on my phone. I have a better chance of reading it if you yell at me. It's approved yelling. So yeah, her send-off was really sweet. Mel and I got to watch it together, which was really lovely. We did have some laughs, not in the middle of it. I mean, well, we did have some laughs because there were some funny things. But we were saying it'd be a very unusual reaction video. I quite like reaction channels, but I don't know if anyone's done a reaction to a funeral before. I think some people would consider it poor taste, but the reality is those who knew being there very, very well would know that she would actually think that was fucking hilarious. She had a very dark sense of humour. But just so you all know, we sent her off in style. Beautiful flowers. Her sister spoke so beautifully. I could see Thingamajig's written an essay. It says something about picking his son up from training. I'm going. Oh, looks like I'm driving very fast, but I'm actually not. I've gone slowly to let all of the other cars go past me. Tailgates suck. Not that I've got anyone tailgating me right now, but I'd rather slow down and let cars go past me than sitting on my bum. You know what I mean? Like when I got my driver's license, my driving instructor said to me, "You know you're too close to the car in front of you if you can't see the tyres on that car." And that is how I've spent my life driving. Yet it doesn't seem the same wisdom has been passed on to people that have got their licenses after I did, or even possibly before, because quite a lot of people seem to think that the closer you can get to the rear end of another car, the cooler you are. But it's actually really fucking dangerous. I'll try and catch up with Chad in a little while, but Geraldine, it was a really beautiful send-off. Of course, Mem's choice of songs were depressing. I mean, you could probably play, I went to a funeral where they played Monty Python, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, and that still made me pull my eyes out. My beautiful friend Lou, who died in December last year, her funeral, she ended, the service ended with a piece of music from, now I'm confused, I can't remember if it was Night at the Proms, but it was a beautiful piece of classical music that had everyone bawling their eyes out. And then she gets loaded up into the back of the hearse, and their property was down a very long gravel driveway down on a river on the Tasman Peninsula. Beautiful, stunning. And the hearse, she gets carried out to another one bites the dust. And again, laughter through tears, best emotion. But then, even better, the hearse did a wheelie and couldn't get out of the driveway. At one point, we were all thinking we were going to have to push it up the driveway. It was pretty funny. So Louis got the last laugh. But I loved, that she played this incredibly sad piece of classical music that had everyone bawling their eyes out, saying goodbye. And then another one bites the dust by Queen came on. It was very funny. Oh, there won't be any road rage, Geraldine. I'm a very calm driver. This is hilarious to you, Thingamajig. So you must be down. Have we've talked about? I'm sorry if I've missed anything you said in chat, but are you further down the peninsula from me? Was it cutting in and out back there? And the other place it cuts out is right before you get into Dodgers Ferry. There's a black spot too. But I've got a feeling you're you've got to put in caps thing. It takes it. Are they still? Oh, you're in Margate. Are they still open? I don't think the shop in Cambridge is open now. The shop that Reggie Bird used to have with her husband. Reggie, who won Big Brother. I think they shut at 9. It's 9:37. Darts down at Margate. My brother used to live at Margate, and I really loved that place. I was sort of bummed when they bought a house in town because I know that for him, I mean, they had 10 acres, and I know that he used to love going out on the ride-on mower and doing stuff in the paddocks, and it gave him really good time away from his job. And it blew me away when they bought a house in town that barely had any garden at all. And I think he really missed that. On the same road. It's a great road. Some awesome properties down there. My friend Brooke lives down there. She's right down the end in a sort of an A-framed house down in a bit of a gully, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's like babe country. Right up the end of that road. So were you guys close? Like, were you close to where Will was? I loved it down there. They loved it too, but then the kids were a little bit bigger and they were all doing school activities, and Will and my sister-in-law were both just like on the road all the time transporting kids, and then the kids went to schools in town, and it all got a bit much for them, but God, we had some good years at that place. Oh, you're at the end. So do you know Brooke without doxing her? Brooke and Casey, do you know them? They've got dogs and goats, and it's a very pretty spot. They must be very close to where you are. I can't remember if I actually turn off there. I don't. Maybe you turn off to go to Brooke and Casey. They might be on a little side street that sort of goes down into the gully. I remember I did a night drive once. No, you don't know them? Yeah, Will did, but that wasn't his choice. I know if he was picked up, it was often because they were going like to Lonnie and stuff. He drove when he could. I mean, once they were in town, he drove all the time. He really had a driver. He was very naughty, and I love that about him. They were adamant that he always had security around him, and he's like, nah, I can drive myself. Thank you very much. God, my windscreen's filthy. Yeah, I did this drive one night, and people were freaking out. They're like, why aren't there any lights? Like, like street lights? It's because we like it dark and creepy. Well, if you ever meet Brooke and Casey, they're soul of the earth good people. They're both little hot patooties and they're lots of fun. But they bought a place and it's just divine. But yeah, it's down in a little bit of a gully. I've subscribed to a Russian channel called Sputnik. I get 30 notifications a day. I'm going to have to turn notifications off. It's ridiculous. I was watching the Russian coverage of what was happening on Capitol Hill. It's pretty interesting. Dare I say it, I think I might have heard a laugh or two. Putin would have been pissing himself laughing watching what was happening at Capitol Hill. I can slow down a little bit when I get into Sorrel. I don't really care. He was great. He was, thanks, Thingamajig. He was great. He did a great job. I'm glad he got out when he did, though. I think Gutwin was actually the perfect premier for us to have with COVID, because Will's all about humanities and he's got a heart, and I think it would have affected him a lot emotionally, whereas Gutwin's all figures and science, and I think we were very fortunate to have the government that we had during the whole. I listened to Gutwin today for the first time in a long time, because I don't watch TV, talking about what's coming into place now because of what's happened in Queensland. Masks are mandatory now at all airports, and I've got to say, guys, like, I don't think I've got any Americans in my chat. There's only one of you. It might just be you and me now, Thingamajig. I can't believe how much Americans are travelling within America, and they're wondering why there's 200,000 new cases of COVID a day. It blows my mind. They're travelling everywhere. People are being transferred with jobs. People are going on vacations. They're going on road trips. It blows my mind. I mean, I'm kind of happy to stay put here for as long as I have. I mean, I just caught up with friends of mine from Melbourne, and it's like, why is everyone jumping on planes? But then, Melbourne were in lockdown. And maybe, I don't know, when we were self-isolating, it kind of was like lockdown. I mean, we didn't have a curfew and we didn't have to wear masks, but I don't have any desire to travel anywhere for a long time, except in Tassie. I dox myself to you every time. I know. I show my house. I don't care. I don't think that anyone would really be bothered in coming to my house. I mean, if anyone did rock up at my house, I'd be like, come on in. Come and hang out on my deck. And if anybody on the other side of the world had issues with my channel, where I'm just trying to make people laugh and feel good, if they travelled all the way from America to come to my house, I'd be like, wow, you're awesome. Let's get married. I mean, my channel, yeah, I do watch out for the wildlife, and I am watching out for the wildlife. It's just you and me chatting now anyway, so you're probably the wildest thing I'll be talking to or seeing this evening till I get home to Biscuit. But yeah, I mean, my channel on YouTube originally was my full name because I was using it to promote my comedy, and then that was the goal, was to build a presence on YouTube as another way of getting my comedy out there in addition to Twitter and, performing in venues and stuff. So my full name was out there for a long time. And then because I started following the Chris Watts case, and then I discovered the world of the American YouTubers. I'm like, wow, these people are hardcore, serious. But the roundabout back at the airport was fine. I encountered roadworks in Lewisham today. I was down to 40 kilometres an hour for a while there. I think they were doing some work on the power lines. It's very exciting for Lewisham to be having their power lines worked on, I'm sure. Emily, hello. It's a little Tasmanian road trip today. But yeah, it was only because of what was crap going on the American channels. But the reality is, with doxing in Australia, like, I don't have kids, so nobody's going to call CPS on me. And if anyone called the cops here to do a SWAT because of somebody on YouTube, the cops would be like, fuck off. We're doing real life shit. And fuck off. The cops down here, down where I live, they would say fuck off. They'd be like, no. And when you have conversations with people about people you know on YouTube, and you're like, say if I was chatting to someone, I was like, yeah, I was driving home last night, I was chatting to Thingamajig on YouTube. They'd be like, okay, Thingamajig, what's their name? Don't you remember it? I'm like, no, their name is Thingamajig. Like, when you start using other YouTube creators' names rather than people names, can you imagine what the cops think when you ring up and you're like, hi, I've got a YouTube channel called Traces of Nuts. I'm Traces of Nuts. And last night I was talking to Thingamajig, and they're going to come down to the beach and stalk me. I mean, they must think we sound insane. Not that we would do that here. None of us can be bothered in Australia. If we were that interested that we wanted to come and visit somebody, it'd be like, hey, come in, I'll put the kettle on. Like, you know what I mean? I'm still waiting for Emily to rock up on my doorstep because she comes and hangs out in my hood. She's got fam in the hood. But yeah, so I mean, I had my full name when I first had my channel, and because I've been in the public eye my whole fucking life, it's so hard to find me. Everything, address, phone number, you name it, family, all of it. So I don't know, maybe because I have been in the public eye my whole life, and people, you know, have given me shit my whole life. I don't care. And in the words of Anthony Jeselnik, one of my favourite comedians, he has a line that he says on stage. He's like, if somebody tracked me down and shot and killed me for one of my jokes, I'm winning as a comedian. Like, I'll be famous for the rest of my life. I'll be the comedian who got shot because of a bad joke. So, you know, and we don't have guns. I'm not worried. Come visit Thingamajig. I'd love it if I had to knock on the door one day and it's like, g'day, who are you? I'm Thingamajig. Well, come on in. G'day, I'm Emily. Welcome. I can say something about a pizza, but I'm not going to look at the screen for too long. We're in wildlife roaming. I've slowed right down. I'm only doing 80 Ks to keep an eye out for the wobblies and the critters. There's a lot of roadkill along here. It makes me sad. I wish they'd put more of those little underpasses when they're upgrading roads. They could put those little tunnels, like pipes, to go under the road so the wildlife can, not that they all use them, but it might reduce the number of animals that get on the roads. But touch wood, I've never encountered an animal of any description in my drives home. So, touch wood, God, I'd hate it if it happened while I was 5. That would be awful. You would see me turn into Bonnarong Wildlife Rescue Centre trained animal rescuer, and I'd have to pull over and help the little critter. You can turn your high beam down anything here. I don't like driving at night. My eyesight is fine, but it's nowhere near as good as it was back in the day. Like, I find headlights on full beam are just like completely blinding now, whereas when I was younger, I'd just be like, oh, that's not very cool. I am concentrating on the bloody road. I won't look at the screen. I have no need to right now. You can just chat amongst yourselves. I just wanted to take people on a night drive. I'm going so slow, the car behind me is going to probably overtake me shortly. I'm fine with that. Like, it's not actually law to do 55 kilometres through here at night, but it is recommended. So you've got an opportunity to stop if there is a little animal that comes out. And this guy is so far up my ass right now. And I'm not doing 55, by the way, but I'm doing a bit more than that. But yeah, back off, dude. So yeah, a long day. I farewelled a very precious friend. I was so glad that I got to watch it with Mel. And then I've just caught up with some friends who have come to Tassie for the week. Their dad, Billy's dad, owns a boat, and this little bandicoot on the road. Why do tailgaters think that the closer they get to you, the faster you're going to go? It actually inspires me to slow down. Anyone else like that? I'm just like, yeah, keep coming closer, I'll just keep going slower. I'm going to a yoga retreat tomorrow afternoon. I'm so looking forward to that. It's going to be divine. 3 hours. It's only a little one, but 3 hours resetting for the new year. We're going to do a little bit of manifestation, or what used to be called creative visualization, and a gentle flow class, and probably a bit of Zen meditation. They make beautiful bliss balls and smoothies, and they bring them into the studio. It's going to be lush. I'm really looking forward to it. I need it. And then Sunday I've got an early brunch for my birthday, and also a farewell for my brother and Nikki and my niece, because they fly to Singapore on Tuesday, which is my birthday. So we're having a little brunch. And then my sissy's coming down to stay the night. Sunday night we're going to watch Passenger, because the concert got postponed till November. They gave all the ticket holders access to a concert from the Royal Albert Hall in London. So we're going to watch that. And then my sissy will go, and then a bit later on Monday, my friend Laura comes down. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. We're going to go to the beach and then chill at my place, have a barbecue. And then I'll wake up on my birthday with Laura, go to the airport, say goodbye to my brother and sister-in-law and niece. And then I'd probably like to just go home and sleep. Isn't it weird how you can go for weeks and weeks and weeks with, I mean, I'm always out and about and doing stuff, but it feels like you go for weeks with really nothing on, and then you have 4 days, and in 4 days you pack in enough stuff that you would normally like do in 2 months. My friend who shares the same birthday, my best friends and I have the same birthday, and we always have an annual brunch or lunch or something together to celebrate. But she messaged me earlier to say that she's not well. She lives with a couple of pretty debilitating conditions, and yeah, she's not having a good time. So she's cancelled that. It would have been really nice to see her, but I know how bad she can get. So we'll reconvene and celebrate our birthday when she's feeling a bit better. Pizza truck is closed for the night, otherwise thingamajig. Thanks, thingamajig. I'm going to celebrate my birthday on Sunday, even though it's not my birthday till Tuesday. Oh no, the pizza van is still open. Do you want me to get you a Go Pizza? They do a great pizza. They do a bloody good pizza. They're a permanent fixture down here from Thursday to Sunday nights. Now everybody thinks it's Sunday, but it's not. What's going on here? There's some kid with a torch being a dick. Yeah, so it's actually my birthday's the 12th, but I'm going to make it the 10th and the 12th. Remember the crazy lady talking about our deer crossings? I don't know if I remember that, Geraldine. I'm going to take you down to the beach, show you the beach, the surf at night. Yeah. I miss the days of bonfires on the beach. God, they were fun. Thanks for hanging out, Groovers. I don't know. At one point, there were like 7 or 8 people watching. I was like, wow, can't be much happening on the YouTubes at this time of night. Biscuit will be very happy to see me. She gives me the guilt trips when she knows when I'm going out, because the sound of my shoes, like my going out shoes, are very different to my thongs or my bare feet around the house. She knows I'm going out, and she gives me this look, you're not leaving me. But then when I get home, she'll be all smoochy and don't know if you'll be able to see the beach. Oh, there's a couple of cars down here. I wonder if they're snogging. Oh, and there's a bit of a party van happening too. No, you can't see the... Oh, there you go. I can see the waves. I don't think you guys can. I'll just catch up on chat briefly and then I'll end it and head home. But thanks for hanging out. Sweet dreams, thingamajig. So good to see you. Hey, Rustic Mockery. Driving at night in the rain, yeah. Hey, I don't know if you're still here or not, thingamajig, but if you were, it sounds really weird, but if you were ever driving in the rain, put sunglasses on, and it makes it really clear. It's weird. It's a little tip I read, and I tried it out, and it works. Good to see you, Emily, if you're still around. Geraldine, great to see you, Geraldine. Serenity B may have gone. Going past the wall still. Oh, this is funny looking back through chat. Are you trying like Miss Marple? Or driving Miss Daisy? It's snowing. Gosh, Geraldine, wow. Wouldn't be the first time in that car park. I think quite a few children were conceived in this car park. But there's kids in the car next to me that have the flashing lights are having a great time. It's awesome. So nice to hear laughter and people being happy. Don't see that on YouTube much, do you? We're changing that though, Groovers on Traces of Nuts. We can all be batshit crazy together. Actually, I'll switch off the live when I get down my driveway. I want you to see how skilled I am at reversing down my driveway in the dark. Well, I hope everyone has a great weekend, whatever you get up to. But yeah, being there's been fair world, and I hope she's flying free. And Mel is certain being there keeps taunting her with these bright green bug things. Will the Rocker, hey gorgeous. I just went live to chatter away to myself while I was driving home, and it's very nice to see you, Will. I love the photo of you on Facebook. I've been staying a bit off social media, but the photo of you when you're off to do the security guard work at the church, gosh, you're cute, Will. You make me smile every time I see your lovely face. Oh, you're up early. God, you're a busy boy. Thank you for popping in, though, beautiful. Happy New Year, all of that stuff. I'm heading home anyway to Biscuit. I'll give her your love, Will. She loves her Uncle Will the Rocker. My auntie Annabelle is texting me at 10:04 p.m. on a Friday night. She's raging. Auntie Annabelle is wide awake and texting like a demon. I've got no idea about what, but bless her. Yeah, you're a good lad, Will. You've got the biggest heart of anyone on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, Groovers. I don't know if night driving is riveting YouTube viewing. Oh. For some reason, going live I find way more interesting than putting on the music machine. Although normally I'd listen to a podcast, but I think I'm just excited because I got my channel back. It's only 4 days. I think I've gone live every day just because I can. If anyone watches this live back, welcome. Congrats on making it to the very end. I hope it was riveting listening. Ah, Mel, hello. I don't know who you're saying is asleep, but I'll just reverse down my driveway. quickly check up on chat, and then I'm going to go in and see Vicky because she's been home all by herself, and she'll be very pleased that I'm home too. Oh God, I've done a very bad reverse. Hey, Dave Larson. Who's asleep next to you? The green bug. Oh shit, now I've got 7 of you and I'm about to end this live. God damn you. 45 minutes. Morgan's arrived. Serenity B still here. Have a good day, Will. You're a great guy. We are home. I want to know who's asleep. He's right next to me. Let me poke him. Oh, Joshy. Oh, he had a migraine. Poor little guy. Give him my love. I'm relieved to read that it's Joshy and not the green bug of Mem. Oh, look at that. Look how dark it is. No street lights where I live. So I'm going to go into the house and hang out with Biscuita. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I love how everyone rolls in right when I'm wrapping up. But I hope the 32 seconds you were with me were pleasurable. And yeah, we had a lovely farewell for Mem. I've just caught up with some friends from Melbourne, which was really special. And I love you guys very much. Stay groovy. And Dave's arrived to say goodbye to everyone. Good work, mate. So yeah, see you soon, guys. Wonderful 32 seconds. Thank you, Morgan. Love you all too. And talk to you soon, everybody. Bye.